All right. Here we go. Take two. Take two. Let's hope that this works this time. All right. If you're in the chat and you can hear me, go ahead and please leave a comment letting me know if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up. Give me anything at all, so I know that you can hear me. Yes, you can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. Clem Fandango, UK comedy reference there. All right. All right. Isn't Clem Fandango a what we do in the shadows reference? Isn't that what that is? Am I wrong? Or maybe was it the dude who is in what we do in the shadows? I don't know. Either way, I'm going ahead and tweeting out the link one more time. Figures, toys, live chat. Toys and live chat. Let's see here. I am live. Bump, bump, bump. Sending out that tweet. Matt Berry from that Toast of London. Okay, I've not heard of Toast of London, but I do. I'm very well aware of Matt Berry. I feel like I like a roundabout way know the Clem Fandango thing. So don't shut up about it. I want you to talk about it. I want you to scream it from the rooftops, Dougie. I want to know all about it. So how are things over in the UK? How's that going? Is anything crazy or exciting happening over on your part of the world? I go live and then all of my text messages just start coming at once. I don't know why. Perfect timing. Lots of power cuts and trees landing on like aggressively landing on people. Like a tree just goes, I'm gonna take this guy out, and then just decides to, you know, just go for it. I should probably schedule these things better. I never know when I'm gonna do these. So I just kind of am like, hey, I'm sitting around. I might as well hang out and do a thing. But I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I bought over the weekend that I want to open. So I kind of want to wait to see if vindictive trees, those vindictive trees, those vindictive jerks. So I'm just gonna sit here and Dougie, let's chat, man. What's been going on? Anything new or exciting? I feel like I don't know. Did I tweet the link out? I think I tweeted the link out. Bum, bum, bum. Of course, it's 6:45 Eastern Time, United States. So I'm pretty sure I'm the last thing anybody wants to do is watch a 38-year-old guy open some toys that he bought over the weekend. So booked my tickets for a horror con down in England today. That's about it. That sounds exciting. I want you to take a lot of pictures because I want to see those pictures at that horror convention. What is it called and when is it happening? because an English horror convention sounds like it's like right up my alley. Two people in the chat, please say hello in the chat here. Two people watching the video. I am about to open up some toys, so if you want to stick around and see a grown man open up some Marvel toys, you came to the right place, the right stop right here. Also, I am partaking in an adult beverage, so drink responsibly. And they did not sponsor this video. Matt Plaisance, what are you doing? Two real geeks. What's up? What's up, man? How's Florida treating you guys? Danny, what's shaking? Not a whole lot, man. Just, you know, holding down the fort up here in your old stomping grounds of North Georgia. Just you know, hanging. Pretty cool vlog. James is here. What's happening, buddy? Matt, you are sick on the couch watching Hand Egg. Did Rona get you? Did old girl Rona finally catch up to you? Or is it just I don't know, the pre-Mardi Gras sickness? So LOL, it's freezing. That's how. Yeah, I saw between everybody's vlogs and everybody's Twitter feed that Florida is getting pretty chilly. James, how is it where you are, man? I saw that you were all having fun watching the football game earlier today. How's the weather in the pretty cool part of Florida? Sinus infection, not too bad, but yeah, it's cold here. It's cold in Louisiana? Man, it's never cold in Louisiana. It was really cold up here yesterday. I think we had a high of 36 or 37. So it was, and on top of that, it was pretty windy. It was like obnoxiously windy the last couple of days, and I didn't appreciate the wind. I like the cold weather, but I can do without the wind. So we had lows in the high 20s this week. That is pretty cold for you guys, especially considering what was it last year? You guys got that weird freak ice storm that came in through Texas. I think you had just purchased your house at that point, right, Matt? And then you guys had a lot of like freak cold weather. James, freezing for us, man. Like every once in a while, I'm like, hey, would I like to move to Florida? And then I think about it, and I'm not opposed to it, but I don't know if I could. I don't do well in the heat, so I don't know if Florida would be the right move for me. So I'm not too entirely sure. 51 in Northeast Florida right now, so not complaining, but dang. Yeah, house is a year old today, actually. Oh, nice. Nice. 51. Man, I wish it was 51. Actually, I say that, and it says it's 50 degrees right now, but I highly doubt that's the case here. I think it's actually probably a little cooler outside right now, especially with the wind. Again, can do without the wind. See, I don't mind like a nice Florida wind. Like whenever we were down for Christmas, the first couple days it was like really chilly, and we needed our jackets at least at night. I didn't need them during the day, but you have that nice coastal breeze that comes in Florida, and I don't mind that. But man, we just had some offensively windy weather the last couple days. So I'd say it's not much hotter than where you're at. Probably not. Like again, yesterday was really cold, but today it seemed to warm up a bit. And I think it's going to stick around like the mid 50s for the next handful of days. LOL, Florida is a good move. We don't regret it at all. I bet you don't, man. Like I see you guys having some fun over at the parks. So, but especially with the job started out. Yeah, hey man, yeah, good for you, man. I know I know that you guys were kind of wanting to get down there and do some theme park stuff for your video and your channel as well. So that's awesome. I have not done anything. I have aggressively uh, changed ideas of what videos I've been putting out lately. So, and I'm fine with it. So I'm not too worried about it. So are you Florida Man yet? No, I'm not Florida Man. Florida Man is the worst superhero in the world. That is the Florida Man has some weird mutant powers that I don't even want to I don't want to. Oh, no. Me no. Oh, he was talking to you, Danny, I'm assuming. Matt is one of my best friends, probably my actually is my best friend, and we've been best friends since like God, going on 25 years now. Matt, when did we become best friends? I can't remember. It was like 5th grade, 6th grade? You landed a job at Universal as a ride tech apprentice. Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. Ah, man. I have a couple friends that work in the Universal as a Universal team member since 95. Yeah. So 95, that's you carry the one. I don't know. That's like what? 27 years? Something? Yeah. I have a degree in history. I don't do math. Originally from New York City, and that is still in me. Yep. Hey man, I am originally from South Louisiana. So I feel that you can take the boy out of the home state, but not the home state out of the boy. Speaking of South Louisiana, I find it very offensive that no one has decided to mail me a king cake. Matthew, no one. Hmm. I was eyeballing some king cakes on the internet the other day, though. I was like, I went to the Rouse's website and I was like, man, do I want to? I know I want to, but do I actually want to? I think I want to. So I might try to. I might try to convince my dad to send a king cake up this way because I could use one. I could use. I'm not gonna lie. I could use a king cake. I want a king cake. I'll see. Actually, I do have a friend who lives up here who is from the Raceland area, and he is going back, I think, this week to Louisiana, and he told me that he'd bring one back to me. So I'm not worried about getting one at some point. So I know my buddy Glenn will probably hook me up while he's down there. Text me your address again. It's 1234. Christine's doing the grocery run tomorrow, so I'll have it. Dude, don't send me one. I was just joking, man. Don't send one to me. It's cool. I appreciate the offer though, but I've got a buddy who will pick one up for me. So, but I have been really jealous watching everybody in Louisiana eat their king cake. So, James, LOL, we're headed to Mississippi coast in a couple weeks. Definitely gonna snag a king cake or 2 or 3. Buddy, get 4. Just just save them. Just save them and cherish them because I miss them. We up here, I know James and Danny know what I'm talking about, but up here we have a grocery store called Publix, and they get king cakes, but they're sent from Louisiana, but they're not like walk into a Louisiana bakery fresh. Like they're good and they'll do in a pinch, but they're not like fresh. So I hope they're better than buddy. Kroger's king cakes are garbage. 100% garbo. So just make sure you leave the knife in the box. Of course, that's the rule. That's the king cake knife. You leave the knife in the box because that's for the next person to eat the king cake. I'm not a monster. I know what that means. So come to Universal, they have king cakes. Listen, I'm not saying that Universal doesn't have king cakes, but if my options of getting a king cake are Universal or Louisiana, I'm probably going to end up going with Louisiana. So their king cakes are not the same. We have yeah, I know that public started in Florida. Like I know that they're there. They're definitely not the same. So what I'm saying is they will do in a pinch. They're not as good as getting it from, like, say, a McKinsey's Bakery or a Rouse's down in New Orleans. So if my options are, if I have the option, I'm definitely going New Orleans on some of that stuff. We should totally do a podcast like this again. We should do a podcast. Whatever happened to your podcast? You had a podcast going, and you guys were pretty consistent. And then, like, one day, you guys, I guess, just decided you didn't want to do it anymore, which is a bummer because I really liked being on those couple times. Whenever I think we did a Beatles episode, and I think we did a Star Wars episode. So work basically. That sucks. I understand work gets in the way. But I know that you ended up investing a lot of time and money and equipment to do it. So, but yeah, man, I actually miss listening to your podcast. You should make that happen again if you can. I understand if you can't, but if you can, that'd be cool. So anyway, I got these toys that I want to open, so we can chat, and I'm gonna open some toys. Do you guys, does that sound good to you guys? Let me see. Did I get any notifications? Yeah, I just got like a whole bunch of notifications on my phone for whatever reason. Anyway, for people on the live stream, please say hello and chat if you're not if you haven't said so just yet. The vlog we did with you that time popped up on my recommendations the other day. I forgot I did that. Oh yeah, that whenever you guys came up to visit for a couple days, and we uploaded that video to my blog. You guys hijacked my YouTube page, which was fun. That was a fun weekend. What did we do? We ended up going to we got lunch at Fuddruckers. That doesn't exist anymore. That's gone. Or as what we would like to call it, say in Louisiana, ain't there no more. Didn't we go? We went to the Coke Museum that day, I think. So yeah, we went to the mall because you guys wanted to check out ThinkGeek. Let me tell you, I went into that ThinkGeek store a week ago. But I have no idea how they're still open. That is a very, very weird business model on how they are still able to exist and be open. That's right, you did make jambalaya. Let me put my beanie on correctly here. You did make jambalaya. Oh, I could go for some jambalaya right now. Let's get them toys. All right, James. We're gonna go ahead and open up this Fantastic Four retro carded Mr. Fantastic first. It was clearanced for $16, but when I scanned it, it was on even more clearance for $7. So $7 for this bad boy. I wasn't planning on getting him, but for $7, I can't really say no. We're gonna go ahead and just tear open this guy. Bam! I have the Johnny Storm and I have the Thing. Now I have Mr. Fantastic. All I need is the Invisible Woman, which is apparently hard to find now. So the other thing with the podcast is the expensive mixer shit the bed. Oh no! The mix, God, that mixer was expensive. That's a bummer. We're gonna take this guy out of the box here. I'm gonna yeet the package because it's a toy. You're supposed to open it up. You're supposed to play with it. But we have old Reed Richards here with his nice little gray sideburn marks here in his lab coat. And he comes with a couple of extra arms, so you can pop his arms out and take his lab coat look off. Let's see. Let's actually do that right now. So can I... Oh! She is invisible, so that makes sense. Yeah, she was definitely invisible in all of the stores I went to this week. So, let's see. Did I do that right? Did I put this on correctly? maybe. Oh, there we go. Get a nice vintage looking Mr. Fantastic, which I don't know why they went with the long fingers look for him instead of like maybe an elongated arm, because this just looks, I don't know, this looks kind of creepy. I feel like he looks like Salad Fingers. I don't know if you guys know who Salad Fingers is. That weird creepy internet cartoon from 15 years ago. Let's see. Oh, got a stiff point of articulation there. Tiki Goon, Mr. Morgan, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? How you feeling, buddy? I know that old girl Rona took you out for a third time, man. What is up? How you feeling? You feeling better? Danny, where these come from? This I got from Target, I think. It was clearance for, it was 16 bucks, but then I think whenever I went to ring up, it was actually like $7. So it was like originally like a $23 figure. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can. Oh, I can. Let's see. So I can pop the hands out of the lab coat arms and I can give him some regular arms. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll kind of leave one hand stretchy and I'll leave his other hand very inquisitively. He looks like he's kind of doing this. Like he wants to say something very poignant. So that is Mr. Give him 5. Slap him 5. Here you go. Boom. Tiki Goon back to normal. Excellent, man. I am really, really happy that you're back to normal. Like it didn't. I hope it didn't lay you out as bad as the other ones did. 5 people watching the live stream now. Please say hello in the chat. Let me know who's here. If you haven't already. Rona's a right batch. Yeah, man. I knock on wood. My wife Chelsea Gasley and myself have not come down with it yet. So, and half the people at her work are 100% out with it. So, I don't know if it's a matter of time or if I've just had really good luck or what. So, let's see. Tiki Goon working in a damn petri dish. That kind of doesn't believe in the ick has its perks. I guess, man. I feel like you are the only person I know that has had each version of of Rona. So I think you should sell your body to science. You could probably make a pretty penny. So you should go for it. Jessica snagged it, but it kept showing negative. But I kept showing negative. Still got a little sick from something though. Yeah, that was right. You guys were in the mountains, I think. You guys were on vacation, and you guys got it like up there. I think is what is if I'm remembering correctly. Tiki Goon collected them like Pokemon. Let's see. Kaiva, I go in people's houses every day and I've avoided it so far, but I'm vaccinated now. So if I get it now, all I can do is laugh. Yeah, buddy. I mean, I'm double vaxxed and I'm boosted. So I think and I'll keep getting a booster for as long as I have to. I'm not opposed to that at all. I get a sore arm for 2 days and I've luckily not had any side effects from any of my shots, so I'm good. Tiki Goon, yeah, pretty cool vlog, James. Good old Tennessee. Yeah, Pigeon Forge, like it's a pretty place, but it's almost kind of like the Wild West with no masks and no mandates or anything. We're gonna go ahead and put Mr. Fantastic off to the side here. We're probably gonna pose him up and put him next to Johnny Storm and the Thing, but I have to bring these guys out here. Man, we're already at 24 minutes. feel like I haven't been oh god, what happened? No. No, my chair is sinking for some. Hold on one second. I don't know why, but my chair just decided to shrink. All right, so we're going to go ahead and open the Scare Glow from the Masters of the Universe Revelation line. These must have just come out because I saw them yesterday and I hadn't seen them yet. And I do want to get, let's see, who else is in this wave? There's a Stinkor and a Fisto and the Andra. I definitely want to get the Fisto here. I have a toy hunt video hopefully coming out within the next week. And this is all the stuff that I got on the toy hunt. So I'm kind of teasing and spoiling a little bit of the haul portion of that video. But man, I didn't think I was gonna like these Masters of the Universe figures, or these Revelation figures, because I was buying the Origins that have the that are just like the better articulated original figures. But these Revelation figures are worth every penny. Oh, there we go. Are worth every penny. I didn't think I was going to like them, but the articulation is great, and the quality is actually really good on these things. Let's see. Gotta run. Let me know when you want to do a podcast again. Doing it live like this could be awesome. Yeah, man, we can do that. Take it easy. Feel better, man. Tell Christine I said hey and pet those cats for me. Tiki Goon, I didn't know buddy, I didn't know he was out either. I just walked into Target yesterday and he was there. So if you see the Fisto and the Andra figures on the pegs, then Scareglow wasn't far behind. So I hate that sound. Are you guys on TikTok? Have you guys ever seen those TikTok lives where people are just doing nothing but ASMR? They'll just kind of go up to the microphone and they'll just, it's fucking weird. And people make money off of that. So like every time I grab this, I always think about those dumb TikTok ASMR videos. Anyway, Scareglow. Let's see here. Oh, tight joints. And something I like about the MOTU Revelation figures is the cloth goods cape. You don't see a lot of cloth goods on figures today unless it's like a premium figure. And these are only $20. So I think that's really awesome. Oh, he's got some translucent. I don't know if you can kind of see. So he's got translucent skull, and his hands are kind of translucent. And I know that the head is supposed to glow in the dark, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, he better with a name like Scareglow. But he comes with another set of hands. And he comes with his spear. So we're going to set him up with a spear here in a second. Ghastly toy ASMR. I would not torture the people with that at all. I would not put anybody through that. Pretty cool vlog. Oh, I loved smelling Stinkor. The original Stinkor did, in fact, have a smell to him. I remember that. And even the recent Masters of the Universe Origins Stinkor also had a smell to him. I'm not sure if this one does, but also I think it's great that in the Revelations cartoon on Netflix, he was voiced by Jason Mewes. So glow in the dark, righteous. Let's try it out. Let's see. Can it glow in the dark? I don't know. Hold on. I don't mean to be flashing you guys, but I'm shoving them up against my ring light. So no, maybe it doesn't glow in the dark. I know the other version was supposed to. Hold on. He kind of glows in the dark. You can't really tell, but he does. I can see it because he's right in front of me. But yes, he does glow in the dark. Can confirm. Turn that ring light back on. But he looks really cool, doesn't he? Man, check that out. I'm telling you, these Masters of the Universe Revelations figures are like, we don't deserve them. They're so good. They're so good. Let me go ahead and give him his staff. Oh man, I should have bought that Fisto. I'm gonna go back to Target tomorrow to see if that Fisto figure is still there. I should have bought it yesterday, but I didn't. Also, I think right now in the Target app, if you have the Circle app, all of the Masters of the Universe figures are 15% off. So it's a little bit cheaper than what it normally would be. Showing off your NFTs, nice effing tatas, just for you, Morgan, just for you. Don't tell Chelsea, but just for you. So go ahead. Oh man, this guy looks awesome. Look at that. Look at this, guys. We are living in a golden era of action figures, and oh man, some of this stuff is just fantastic. Normally, I take pictures of this stuff before I open it, but I toss it up on my Instagram. But man, this is a good figure. This was worth every single penny. So we're gonna put him right here. Scareglow versus the Mandalorian. I do have a Mandalorian figure over here. I think he's an inch shorter though. I think this is a 7-inch scale and the other one's a 6-inch scale. Oh wait, hold on. Can I? Yeah, you can pop the head off this dude. Hold on. Boom. And then you can take. You can take the cape off. Look at that. Look at that. I think he looks cooler with the cape on though, so I'm gonna put it back on. I think Tony Todd was the voice of Scareglow in the new Masters of the Universe in the Revelations cartoon. So the only thing that would make this figure slightly better, I really don't have any complaints. But if there was somehow some way to like put wires in the cape so you can have it like posed, like the wind's blowing, oh man, that would be amazing. But this figure, 100% fantastic. I always kind of talk myself out of buying this line, and every time I buy one, I'm always reminded as to why it's so good. So, boom, we're gonna move Scareglow off to the side, and I'm going to admire him from afar. One more figure to open up, and then I'll get going. But I was delivered this from Target.com. It's the Spider-Man retro card Hobgoblin. I missed out on the Green Goblin, and just this week I found the black costume Spider-Man and the Shocker. I've got pictures of those up on the old Instagram. If you go over to just Jordan Gasly on Instagram. I'm just gonna shamelessly plug my Instagram, but we're gonna go ahead and tear open this Hobgoblin figure. Oh man, that's a bummer because I love that card art, but man, these figures, like, I really think we're living in a really solid era of action figures, because all the stuff that we grew up with in the 80s and the 90s, like all the Transformers, the He-Mans, all the Marvel stuff, the DC stuff, all of those action figures were fantastic. And now that people our age are, adults and actually make these figures now, they played with the original figures and now they're making these newer figures, and they're taking what was so great about the original figures and putting all this amazing articulation into these things. And God, I don't know why I love these things so much. And I used to collect a lot in my teens and 20s. I stopped in my mid 20s to go back to school, and I stopped. And I just stopped. I was like, maybe I outgrew it, whatever. But whenever the pandemic started and I started collecting Transformers again, and just kind of snowballed into everything, and it was just, I don't know. These things are just so cool, and I don't know what it is about them that just makes me happy. So like every time I buy one, it's like a tiny hit of serotonin. Hold on, this is gonna get loud. Oh, okay. Hobgoblin. He's got a pretty solid face sculpt. I I wish you had like the cool chainmail armor that the Green Goblin figure came with, but you know what? I'll take what I can get. I'm not mad at it. Yeah, we didn't have any idea what we had in the 80s and 90s, right? Like all those original X-Men figures, all those original Transformers and Beast Wars and the DC stuff. Like it was a lot more Batman animated series stuff in the 90s for me. I didn't really have a lot of the DC stuff, but I did have a handful of Batman animated stuff. So the face sculpt on this guy looks really cool. Let me see if I can kind of. It's getting washed out by the light. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Man, that looks good. He's got the tattered cape. I love the Marvel Legends figures. Love them. And to the point where if I stopped collecting them, I would probably save so much money. But while I like the Marvel Collections figures, the vinyl capes, they look great. They look good. But I know a lot of uh, companies will actually make cloth capes that also have wires in them so you can kind of pose them. So I'm hoping that somebody does a wired or a cloth cape for the Hobgoblin here, because it would be really cool because he has his glider. If you popped him on his glider and you had the cloth cape like blowing in the wind, I think that would be really cool. You see the new Halo series trailer? I have not seen the Halo series trailer. I've actually only ever played one Halo game, believe it or not, Morgan, and it was the first Halo. So, Andrew, what's happening, buddy? Oh, Alex, hey, what's happening, man? I didn't see you pop in. Have an extra Green Goblin ordered by accident. Buddy, I will take you up on that. Have Andrew text me and let me know how much, and I can PayPal or Venmo you, because I would not mind snagging that Green Goblin from you if you're willing to sell it. So have Andrew send me a text, or if you want to send, or if you want to get my number from Andrew, go ahead and send me a text, man. I'm down. Oh, but check this out. So he comes with his satchel, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I already showed off the glider. Also, I didn't think the glider is kind of like a hard vinyl or a hard rubbery plastic. I really thought this was going to be um more solid than it is. Would have been cool to have like a peg hole so you can put them on a flight stand, so you can kind of have them gliding. But what I think is really cool here is the pumpkin bomb is translucent. You can kind of see. Oh no, I dropped it. It's pretty small. Is translucent. God, this thing is awesome. And he's got his grasping hand, so you can put this bad boy right in here so we can hold it, maybe. No, he's not gonna play nice. So I might have to figure out a way to fix that. But let's get this guy's messenger bag on. Oh, I'm gonna have to pop his head off, aren't I? Yeah, here we go. There we go. Let's go that way. I feel like it should probably go a certain way. Yeah, there we go. Guess we're gonna go that way. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a cloth cape for this guy. Oh man, I'm excited. Man, you pretty much, Alex, buddy, you made my night. I'm so excited. Let me get this guy on his glider. Let me know if there's something you're looking for up down here too. I'm more than happy to keep an eye out for you, because I know Andrew said that a lot of the places up by you guys, it's kind of hard for collectors since you guys live in a pretty busy area. So if there's something you're looking for, let me know. I don't mind shipping it your way. Oh no! Oh no! I dropped the glider. Are there mods for these figures out there? I think there are mods for the figures. I know that there's some people who like to like kit bash and customize their figures. I am not that creative, so I don't. Every once in a while, if it's something easy that I can do, I might add like a like a wash to some of these, so like some of the inlays can pop a little bit better. But I am not the most artistic when it comes to these things, so I just kind of pose them and hope for the best. There's actually a guy on TikTok that I just followed that does really cool customizations. And let's see. For some reason, he is not staying in his glider very well, but I'm going to go ahead and show him off here. No, 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 no. That's a bummer. So there you go. Again, it's this weird malleable rubber, this soft plastic. I really thought it would be a little bit more solid, but I'm not mad at it. Maybe you just kind of have to, I don't know, massage it a little bit or twist his ankle to get it in there. And let's see, can I do something with the pumpkin bomb? It is not going to fit in his hand. No, that's a bummer. Still looks good though. I feel like I've done a 180 on Spider-Man. I am not the biggest Spider-Man fan, believe it or not. I was always more of an X-Men guy growing up, so like the X-Men animated series, all the X-Men toys, the comic book stuff from the 90s, like the Jim Lee run, Jim Lee and Chris Claremont run was kind of like some of my favorite stuff. Age of Apocalypse in the 90s was like my favorite X-Men event. But there we go. Oh no, no. I'm probably gonna have to put like some sticky tack or something in his hand. But anyway, that's all I got tonight. Just these three guys. Man, this Scare Glow. I was really excited for this figure. Now that I have him out of the package, he looks really, really good. Batman animated series was great, man. Let me tell you, I still hold that as one of my top three favorite cartoons of all time. So that is you're not wrong, Morgan. Like that was a good one. I had some of those figures too. And whenever oh god, back in like 2005, whenever I really started to buy stuff off eBay, I went back and started to buy some of the Batman animated series figures. And then when I went back to school, I sold them off. All they were all in the package, and I do kind of miss them. But like the stuff that's coming out now, like if I can get those figures with the modern articulation, like McFarlane's actually doing some good stuff. Hold on, actually, here you go. I'll show you this one. McFarlane, Todd McFarlane is doing all the has the DC license, and he did do a Batman animated Batman. So this is the only. I take it back. I bought this one, and I have a Batman Beyond figure from McFarlane. But I'm probably the more I see from the McFarlane DC stuff, the more I'm very impressed with the quality. So I'm probably going to buy some more of these at some point. Can't go too crazy on them like I do with the Marvel Legends, but man, they're great. They're really good. So, but let's see. We are at 45 minutes, everybody. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream because Chelsea Gasly wants to come in here and throw down on some Animal Crossing. So, real quick, here's an Animal Crossing story. So I went back in October. I went and upgraded our Nintendo Switch from a day one Switch to the LED Switch, and Chelsea had over 1,000 hours banked in her banked in her Animal Crossing, and I thought that it would transfer, but for some reason, from if you up until that point, you couldn't transfer an Animal Crossing island from Switch to Switch, and I didn't know that, and she didn't know that. And whenever we transferred everything, we thought the island transferred over. So she lost 1,000 hours of work on her island, and she's been slowly rebuilding her island. She started new. She wasn't that mad. She actually, I don't think she was mad at all. But there was some stuff that she wanted to change, and that she's like, "Oh, I wish I did this differently." So I think that gave her the chance to do so. But um, at least her hours clocked in still stayed the same. So I don't feel as bad. She wants to come in and play some Animal Crossing, so I'll probably in the live stream here very shortly. James says, "My cartoons were Transformers, G.I. Joe, Mask, Jason the Wheeled Warriors, and maybe a bit of TMNT." I don't disagree with any of that, man. I was a big Transformers guy. Obviously, this is just one section of that. Um, GI Joe, I was never the biggest GI Joe guy. I still watched GI Joe. I didn't have a lot of the toys. I because between Transformers and GI Joe, my thought process as a kid was, well, GI Joe is just a bunch of people punching each other, whereas Transformers was a whole bunch of robots punching each other. I'm like, I don't get to see robots punch each other. I can see people punch each other any day. So that was kind of my thought process on that, which is why I kind of was I stuck to Transformers. Mask. I love Mask, and I have no idea why that hasn't been rebooted in some form or fashion. And I always wanted I can't remember the name of the Mask, the character, but it was the 57 Chevy that had the flames. It was that seafoam green Chevy with the flames, and it kind of turned into a tank. I always wanted that. And every time I would ask for it as a child, my mother would say her reasoning was, no, it has too many pieces. You're going to lose them. But I had so many Transformers and GoBots that had small pieces. So she just didn't want to buy it for me, is what it was. So they were usually on back to back. They were usually on back to back. I know in Louisiana, our Fox affiliate played GI Joe and Transformers back to back. So Jason the Wheeled Warriors, I remember watching that, and I feel like every kid who was born in the early '80s had a little bit of TMNT. So I was Hurricane. That was the one. Tiki. That was the one. Thank you. Um, I had a bunch of Ninja Turtle stuff growing up, and which is weird because out of all the stuff that I had growing up, Ninja Turtles is one of the few things that I'm not overtly nostalgic for. Like I really enjoy the first handful of episodes, and I tried to rewatch some of the other episodes, and they were good, but they like, something about it that just didn't hit my nostalgia buttons, like uh, X Men or Transformers or anything like that. So, but I did buy the uh, Raphael Universal Monsters. Here, I'll show you. It looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. So it's Raphael as Frankenstein's monster, and they're doing a whole wave of these things. There's Leo as Igor the Hunchback. There's a Mike Mummy, and then a bride, April, I can only assume. But look at that. Look at that. That looks fantastic. I've already opened it and messed around with it. I just put it back in the box because I don't have enough room to display it. But it looks really cool. So I think, everybody, that I might call it an evening. So thank you all so much for coming and hanging out in the live chat. It was pretty cool. And you know what else is pretty cool? You, my friend, you, sir, are pretty cool. So everybody who's in the chat, feel free to go and follow each other on and subscribe to each other's YouTube pages. So Tiki Goon, pretty cool vlog. Alex, I'm not sure if you have a YouTube page or not, or if you and Andrew have a YouTube page or not, but if you do, go follow James and Tiki Goon. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it, guys. I hope you have a great night. Thanks so much for popping in on the live stream. I really appreciate it. It was fun chatting with everybody as always. So we'll see you real soon. And you guys like this hobgoblin and the scare glow over here. Uh Stay spooky.